Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm gonna try this new system here directly on YouTube and see how it goes. So bear with me um, if it doesn't sound right or if the video is not correct and stuff like that. I'm gonna do my best to go through this in NBA slate, and then I have player props in the NHL, and I also like one in college already. So I'm taking a look at some stuff. Can you guys hear me? I would appreciate if you guys can let me know if you can hear me. All right, let me see how I can share this screen. Again, this is my first or second time using this, so bear with me. All right, so let me move this over here. So again, guys, I already have some stuff in the NBA. I'll share with you guys for being here, and I have done that so far, but I wanted to kind of go through this because it's before I just leave it to the side. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want me to look at any teams, I actually have my AI pulled up already with the summaries, things like that. But I wanted to just kind of go through this. So one of the teams that is telling me to look at is the Kings. So let me take a look at that. I was looking at some other information, and it looks like uh, Magic is actually decent as hell too. So you can see right here, Magic are covering spreads, Kings are not. So automatically, I already see that I don't like it because of the other situations that I had noticed earlier. So these are the over/under information. There's nothing really here. This is what I was looking at. Kind of, they're supposed to win by 6. That's the projected score. Now we got the injuries right here for the Kings. Sabonis, everybody's in here. So despite the Kings being favored, the Knicks have been performing better against the spread, just like I mentioned. Kings are 1 and -1, despite 80% of the money coming in on the Kings. So indicates balanced professional money. The total has moved. Let me take another look at the line movement here for the Kings. I was looking at this earlier. The line shifted to, that was what it was. It was that the Kings were -1.5, and now they're +1.5. What that means is that the Kings were favored, and now the Magic are favored. So I'm staying away from that game. The Brooklyn Nets should win this game. I don't trust them at all, but they should win this game. I'm not touching it. You can see they have very similar records. The Nets do cover spreads more than they do for the Wizards. The Wizards are a little bit on the over here. The Nets are -2.5. Let's see. So again, this is another situation where the Nets were favored and now they're underdog. Both teams suck. I'm not trusting either one of them. And I might be looking at Jordan Poole for 15 points. That's normally what I do. He's very solid for 15 points, but that's about it from that game. I actually do like the Heat right here. Like I said, I'm gonna give you guys a play that I like. It's actually a parlay. It's gonna be, well, it's not a parlay. I'll tell you, I'll tell you the 3 teams that I like. I already created a video earlier today. I posted it already, and it talks about the 3 teams, which is the Heat, the Thunder, and the Celtics. So those are the 3 teams I like. I'll tell you exactly how I'm playing them. Let me continue here though. So the Heat, you can see they have a better record than the 76ers. 76ers, the head-to-head, against the spread is the same thing, pretty much the same. Here's a little bit of an over trend. I'm not touching it. You can see the Heat are -7.5. Now they're currently 7. So the line is shifting towards 76ers. That's because when the Heat win, they only win by 6. So they are on a winning streak. 76ers are on a down streak. Actually, 76ers have won a couple of games, but this is actually the second time this season that I like the Heat. They have not been doing good at all, but today's one of those days I actually like the Heat. You can see they're healthy right here. These guys are not. None of these guys are their starters except I think for this guy. So the only thing I don't like I said, is that the line shifted downward towards the 76ers. But I highly doubt that the 76ers have it in them to win this game. I'm not touching this game. It's very toxic. It's all over the place. There's too many contradictions in that one. I like the Celtics here. So you can see the Celtics, 70. Their record is ridiculous compared to the Spurs. Also, They do cover spreads. The Spurs cover spreads a little bit, but they do cover pretty much the same amount of spreads. But I'm not getting it at the spread, the current spread. I'm buying it back. So what I did with the Celtics, I'll tell you the first play of the day. Let me see here. So I bought the Celtics to a 10.5. I bought it back 1 point. So it was at it started at a minus 11.5. It went to a minus 12.5. And the problem again is that when they cover spreads, they only win by 11. So I bought it back to 10.5. So literally I bought it back 2 points. They should cover the spread pretty easily. These guys have a lot of injuries. You can see these guys are healthy. Right here, they have their entire squad. These guys are the only person they have. Well, I shouldn't say that. Wembanyama's out, so that's been a big mistake, or not a big mistake, but a big issue for them. I'm not going to go deeper into that. So I do like Celtics to cover at a 10.5. OKC Thunder, if you followed me or been watching me for any amount of time, you know I go with the Thunder. They're very decent. They've been, and this is for a reason. They've only lost 12 games, and a lot of those times they cover spreads. Look at this: 9-1 in the last 10 games, and 3-6 in the last 10 games. So these guys are doing very, very good, and these guys are not. So let me see. The Thunder opened at a 8. Now it's at a minus 10. So it's going towards the Thunder. These guys are healthy. These guys have some questionable people in here. So Shea Alexander's probably going to be the MVP this season if Jokic doesn't get it. And the Thunder are very solid. So what I did is I took the Thunder at a minus 7.5. So it was right below 1.5 below the starting line. What that means is that it started at a minus 8 and I got it down to a minus 7.5. I don't just guess on these numbers. What I do is I actually do the research. So for example, when the Thunder win, they win by 10. But the line right here, you can see is shifted to 10. The problem here, though, is that the Pacers are actually pretty good. And the other situation is that the Pacers, okay, how can I put it? The Pacers are good. And not only that, but the good thing that I like here is that the Pacers are not covering spreads. So you can see right here, 3-6. So they don't cover spreads. So that's why I took the Thunder at a minus 7.5. Otherwise, I would have probably bought it back a little bit, or I would have been pushing to get it with a parlay with something else. Lakers and Grizzlies. To be honest, I'm going to take a good look at this one. I'll take my time with this one. I don't like anything in here as far as this game because the Lakers have been losing to pretty shitty teams. I mean, they lost to the Bulls twice in a week, and Bulls are not that good. I mean, they've been winning, but they're not that good. So Lakers are struggling recently. And now you can even see, looking at the line right now, it went from a 2.5 and it went to a negative 2. So Lakers were favorites and now they're underdogs. So that means that Grizzlies went from underdogs to favorite. And that's a big shift. There's actually a 4-point shift. You can see they have very exact same record. You can see the Grizzlies, that's the only problem here. Grizzlies don't cover spreads. Let's see. What else? Very close game. Again, Lakers went from a 2.5, now it's Grizzlies. So now this is a Grizzlies minus 2.5. So what this means is that it swung 4 points, not 5 points. All right, so total was minus 10, current total. So there's a lot of contradictions. So just like I thought this game is too many contradictions to call it. This matchup shows a dramatic line shift, 5-point swing. Let me see why this might have happened. Let me go back and see if there's any injury that might out. I'm not going to force anything. Actually take this and this have been questionable, and now they're probably more likely they're going to play. That's my spot. I don't like not knowing, so back to them, I'm going to skip it. So that's it. There's only 7 games. So again, guys, I'm going to go with, I'm skipping the Kings Magic. Magic might win that game, actually. The Nets are going to take this game more than likely. I'm going to take the Heat. I'm going to skip the Mavericks and the Bulls. I'm going to take the Celtics at a, what is this? Minus 10.5. And then I'm taking Thunder at a minus 7.5. And I actually took a 3-leg parlay just as a fun one. Don't quote me on this one, but this is a fun one. I took the Heat, the Thunder, and the Celtics together on the money line. And then I actually like 2 shots on goal. You got to parlay it, otherwise it's going to be too expensive. Let me know. Hold on. So let me pull this up. Let me know if you have any questions, guys, and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna give you guys 1 shots on goal. So let me look up the. I'm not gonna try to bore you with the details, but I already did the research. So Ryan Nugent Hopkins. So this dude right here, we're gonna get with 2 shots on goal. All right. So that's this guy, and we're gonna parlay that together with Trevor Moore. I guess that's not him. From the Kings. This guy. So Trevor Moore from the Kings and Ryan Nugent Hopkins from the Oilers. 2 shots on goal each. They've been hitting this at 100% hit rate in the last 5 games each. I already did the research. The Kings rely a lot on this guy, and the Oilers rely a lot on Nugent. So I hope that makes sense, guys. I've been hitting a lot on this shots on goal parlays, but where I messed up is I started trying to do the ones that are over 1.5 instead of the over 2.5s. What this means is that I buy it back half a point. So this guy's supposed to go over 2.5, and I just bought it back to 2. Same with the other guy. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know. Anyways, that's about it, guys. I appreciate you all that are here. Let's have another great day. I do have 1 play in college, but that one I'm going to save for the VIP. And if you guys are interested in Discord, we've been blowing up in there. We have a lot of people now. It's starting to grow more and more. Pretty much every day there's in. So this thing is growing. They have a lot of people in there now. And we have 4 cappers in there besides myself. So you'll see other plays come in. And those are other cappers that are vetted and they know what the hell they're doing. So you'll see a lot more plays come in through there. So for example, we had one that he posted a 3-leg parlay for UFC today. We had some no-run first innings in baseball. I think there was 5 of those. And then I posted my NBA stuff, and then there's another college play in there. So if you guys are snoozing on this, it's only $10. Go check that out. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let's have a great day.